If you've been watching the chaos unfold online, you already know something major is happening around Tyler, the Creator. Amid what might be the biggest wave of backlash in his modern career, Tyler has done something nobody expected. He's gone completely silent. No apology, no rant, no damage control interview. Just silence. Calculated, uncomfortable, powerful. And in a time where every artist rushes to issue a PR statement or drop a Notes app apology, Tyler's decision to stay quiet is making even his harshest critics question what his real game plan is. But make no mistake, this isn't about ignorance or arrogance. It's about control. Because while people are canceling him online, Tyler is quietly dominating places his critics could never touch, from NBA trailers to NFL theme songs. So, what's actually going on behind the scenes? And why is Tyler's silence possibly the smartest move of his entire career? But before we go further, support me by liking this video and subscribing to this channel if you're new. It helps a lot. Over the past few weeks, the internet has been ruthless. Tyler found himself caught in a storm. Fans, critics, and even fellow artists calling him out for his past lyrics, old jokes, and controversial moments. And what started as a few resurfaced tweets and quotes spiraled into something much bigger, a full-blown cancellation campaign. The conversations got messy fast. People debating his comments on sensitivity, dragging up decade-old lyrics, and claiming that Tyler hasn't owned up to his past. The irony? Many of the same fans now canceling him were once drawn to that wild, rebellious version of Tyler. The one who said what everyone else was afraid to say. Now, those same words are being weaponized against him. But here's where things start to shift. Because while fans were tearing him apart, Tyler's response wasn't emotional or defensive. It was strategic, and it came in a way most people completely missed. See, Tyler isn't just staying silent because he's scared. He's staying silent because he knows the power of timing, and he understands something that most artists don't. In 2025, every word can be turned into a weapon. Tyler's built his image on being unpredictable, the loudest voice in the room when he wants to be. But when the backlash hit, he flipped the script. No tweets, no statements, just absence. And that silence created something stronger than any PR stunt could. Mystery. Fans started asking, where's Tyler? What's he thinking? Is he ignoring this? Or is there something we're missing? And the truth is, there was something they were missing. Because while the internet was obsessed with canceling him, Tyler was quietly sealing major deals that cemented his status far beyond the reach of online outrage. Here's where things get wild. While millions were arguing about his past, Tyler's voice was everywhere. During the NBA broadcast last week, as the Knicks took the court and Victor Wembanyama dropped another highlight reel, ESPN ran a new trailer, the kind that instantly gives you chills. The background track? Tyler's Stop Playing With Me. His voice echoing, Stop playing with me. That wasn't just a placement, it was a statement. The song became the energy that powered the entire promo for one of the biggest sports leagues in the world. And if that wasn't enough, the same record became an official anthem for Thursday Night Football in the NFL. Think about that. Tyler, the Creator, once banned from countries, criticized for his lyrics, and labeled too controversial, now soundtracking the two biggest sports leagues on earth. If that's not poetic, I don't know what is. And here's where it gets even more interesting. That record comes from his Don't Tap the Glass album, which has now been integrated into NBA 2K's newest update. So whether you're watching the NBA, tuning into the NFL, or gaming online, Tyler's sound is everywhere. It's not just music anymore, it's culture. Now let's step back for a second. This isn't just about songs or soundtracks. This is about evolution, both artistic and strategic. Tyler has always been an architect, but what we're seeing right now is his final form, a global brand that transcends hip-hop. The same man once criticized for being too controversial is now the face of corporate-friendly campaigns. Not because he changed who he is, but because he made the world come to him. He didn't apologize his way into the mainstream. He outgrew the controversy. And that's what makes his silence so dangerous. Because while everyone's waiting for him to say something wrong, Tyler's already moved the game forward. His music is now tied to billion-dollar franchises. His concerts are sold out, and his influence? Untouchable. That's not just success, that's strategy. Now let's be real. When an artist gets canceled, the first instinct is to go online and explain, to clarify, to apologize, to educate. But Tyler knows the game too well. The moment he steps into the conversation, he's trapped in it. Every word he says becomes another headline. Every joke becomes evidence. So instead of defending himself, he's doing something smarter. He's letting his work speak. Because the truth is, the more people talk, the more free promo he gets. And the more his music shows up in global broadcasts, the more undeniable his brand becomes. Tyler knows the risk. If he speaks, he could lose everything he's built over the last decade. The partnerships, the reputation, the respect. So he's taking the one approach nobody expected from him: discipline. And that restraint is exactly what's protecting his legacy right now. Here's something most people forget. Tyler has already addressed this stuff. Not through interviews or tweets, but through his lyrics. Go back to Call Me If You Get Lost. He said it straight up. I came a long way from my past. It's obvious. I was canceled before cancel was with Twitter fingers protesting outside my shows. I gave him the finger. That's not a man running from his past. That's someone who's accepted it and moved forward. And on Chromacopia, he doubled down again. Pull up old tweets, pull up old t-shirts. Yeah, right, a moonwalk over that. It's almost like he predicted this moment. He's been training for it his whole career, turning hate into momentum. And when you remember his now legendary Funk Flex freestyle, where he laughed at the idea of cancel culture, rapping, looking for them tweets, find it. The cancel couch is fake and I recline it. You realize something important. Tyler doesn't just ignore controversy. He owns it. Tyler's situation exposes a much bigger truth about today's culture. We live in an era where one tweet can ruin a decade-long career. And yet, here's an artist who's thriving by doing the opposite of what PR experts would tell him. He's showing that sometimes silence isn't weakness, it's strategy. Because when you refuse to feed the outrage machine, it eventually runs out of fuel. And this isn't the first time Tyler's faced this kind of fire. From being banned in the UK and New Zealand years ago, to having critics call him everything under the sun, he's seen it all. He's been through the cancellations before cancel culture even had a name. So when you see him stay calm now, understand this isn't new to him. He's not ignoring the noise. He's already outgrown it. But here's where it gets deep. Tyler's controversy forces us to ask a question we've been avoiding for years. How much should we hold an artist accountable for who they used to be? If you look back at the early 2010s, the era of shock rap, wild lyrics, and unchecked humor, half the industry would be canceled today. So is it fair to drag someone for evolving? Or should growth actually count for something? This is the crossroads Tyler's situation represents. It's not just about him. It's about how we treat every artist who's changed. And honestly, Tyler might be the only one bold enough to stand in that fire and not flinch. Because deep down, he knows something that most people online don't. Controversy fades, but legacy doesn't. So what happens next? Camp Flog Nah is already sold out. His brand deals are thriving. His music is all over global broadcasts. Tyler doesn't need to defend himself. His success is the defense. And when he finally does step back into the spotlight, maybe through new music, maybe through a creative statement, it's going to hit different. Because every controversy becomes fuel for his art. He's not dodging the fire, he's absorbing it. And when he's ready, he'll turn it into something unforgettable. Until then, we wait. Because sometimes silence is the loudest answer an artist can give. At the end of the day, Tyler's story is more than just a controversy. It's a masterclass in how to survive cancel culture without losing your identity. He's shown that you don't always have to explain yourself. Sometimes, the best move is to stay quiet, keep creating, and let your work speak louder than your critics. So whether you agree with him or not, you can't deny one thing. Tyler, the Creator, has once again flipped the game upside down. And maybe that's the real lesson here. In a world that demands noise, silence could be the most powerful sound of all. I want to thank you for watching this video till the end. I want to know what you think. Do you think Tyler handled this right? Or should he finally speak out? Drop your thoughts below. Remember to like this video and subscribe to this channel. And as always, stay active.